we've got three forces, 5k newtons, k 8 newtons, and 3 minus 2 newtons act on a particle mass of 0.5 kilograms. If the acceleration is in the I direction, write down the value of k. If the initial velocity is minus 7 meters per second, find the velocity 5 seconds later. So, the acceleration is in the I direction, which is this direction. Therefore, the acceleration in this direction must be equal to 0, the resultant of it. So, if we take the j component of these vectors, which is k, 8, and minus 2, and add them together, so k plus 8 minus 2, that must be equal to 0. So it gives k plus 6 is equal to 0, k is equal to minus 6. We can now substitute that value into these, and we have that 5 minus 6 newtons, minus 6, 8 newtons, and 3 minus 2 newtons. Drawing a diagram, so the weight of the particle is 0.5. Now you've got to imagine, so this is the I direction, this is the j direction. So what you've got to try to imagine in this case, we are looking downwards at the particle. So we've got a force here of 5 minus 6, then a force of minus 6, 8. These are not drawn to scale, and a force of 3 minus 2, looking like that. Okay, so imagine that you're now looking down at the particle, and the particle's on the table, and you can see the forces coming out of it. Right. Using Newton's second law, force is equal to m times acceleration. We're going to have 5 minus 6 plus minus 6, 8, plus 3 minus 2 is equal to 0.5, the mass, times the acceleration that I want to find. Acceleration is a vector quantity and the force is a vector quantity. We already know that the j component of these vectors is equal to 0. So 5 minus 6 plus 3 is 8 minus 6. That gives me 2. 0 is equal to 0.5a. Dividing by 0.5, we're going to get that a is 4 meters per second squared. Now, if we now use the vector, the final velocity is equal to the initial velocity plus at. We were told the initial velocity is minus 8, 7. The velocity after 5 seconds is going to be let's just put the units in here as well of that. Okay, so the velocity after 5 seconds, and we know the acceleration is this, is going to be minus 8, 7, the initial velocity, plus the acceleration 4, 0, times the time 5. Okay, so we've got minus 8 plus 4 times 5. So minus 8 plus 20 gives me 12. And then 7 plus 0 times 5 will just give me 7. So the final velocity would be 12.7 meters per second. So this has been a video to show you how to find the final velocity of a particle with no acceleration, with an acceleration only in the I direction. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching.